Such a wonderful moment to be alive. If you had thought about these folks just a few years ago, Brad Garlinghouse would have labeled you insane. They would have said that you were mentally unstable. An XRP rewards credit card that is available to the public. What a wonderful time to be a member of the XRP family. When you make purchases using the limited edition Gemini card, you can receive up to 4% of your purchase price back in XRP. And for your viewing pleasure, here is Brad Garlinghouse with his Gemini XRP card, people. I mean, this is completely insane, isn't it? The collaboration between XRP Gemini MasterCard is unique to XRP and is not applicable to any other companies. He is quite excited right now, guys. Why is Tyler Winkowos sending you this message? Calling on the XRP army, this credit card was designed specifically for you, and you will earn up to 4% in XRP for every swipe you make from this point on. Okay, gentlemen, here is a website introducing the XRP version. There is no annual cost, and you can earn up to 4% XRP back on every transaction you make. A few years ago, this would have been considered absurd, but as we speak, it is truly a reality that we are experiencing right now. Basically, if you use this card to pay for petrol, electric vehicles, and public transport, you could gain 4% back. Is that correct? You will pay 3% for eating, 2% for grocery, and 1% for everything else, guys. This is such a wonderful thing. Suppose you were to go grocery shopping, right? I am astounded. For instance, if you buy $100, you will receive 2% of that amount back, man. It's nothing short of crazy. When you consider that you are going to be going to the grocery store, it follows that you will most likely be going to restaurants. Without a doubt, sure, it is a free money pack for those of you who are driving to work and doing all of that other stuff. This is not a negative thing at all. So guys, this isn't a terrible thing at all. Actually, this is a fairly bullish forecast, really bullish, and the price of XRP drops as soon as we learn that this news is coming true. Do you agree? What XRP does is exactly that, but it's possible that I'll get this. No, I am not sure. Nevertheless, it is truly remarkable. Now, the thing that is going to happen is that if you spend your XRP, an individual might remark that this is a waste of your money. In a strict sense, no. If you spend it on groceries, it is not a problem because you are going to buy groceries regardless. Do you people understand what I mean? There are some people who go out to eat while others do not go out to eat. And there are some people who don't go out to petrol or for transportation. If you have to travel or something, you are correct. If you do decide to utilize it, it won't be a waste of your surplus urine because this is simply such a wonderful thing, right? On the other hand, if I were you, I wouldn't use this card for anything above a few $100s. Do you agree that I wouldn't use it for significant purchases? You would want to save your XRP for the new Finitia system, right? If that is the case, then I would presume that it is a waste, especially considering that you would want to keep it. However, here is the argument. If you are only going to buy groceries or whatever else, then I believe that it is worth it to go through the trouble. Your transaction made with your Gemini card, which is designed to stack XRP on every swipe, will earn you 3% back in XRP on your $100 supper. Spend money and you will be rewarded with XRP. A petrol tank that costs $75 is equivalent to around 1 XRP. Spending $200 on groceries is equivalent to approximately 1.29 XRP, but this is time well spent. On the other hand, if you are going to do it anyway and get petrol and groceries, you might not be able to afford dinner. This is because if you are trying to save as much XRP as you pee, since you were going to carry out this action anyhow, then why not try to get a little bit of XRP back? And by the way, if you spend $200 on petrol, this one XRP might be worth 4 digits in the future, right? This is something to keep in mind. If you are going to do the damn thing anyhow, if you are going to purchase something anyway, right, with ordinary cash, then I wouldn't say that it's a waste of XRP. I mean, I would say that it's not a waste of XRP. Those are the thoughts that I have. You just received a significant upgrade to your credit card. Just try to picture yourself going out, right? And you whip out this card, man. This is going to blow your mind. When I look at it, it seems to me that it's a better option than a black card, right? That is one of the most powerful cards, isn't it? The likelihood is high. You are going to be like, what is this card? If you draw this card out of your deck and play card roulette with your pals or something like that, that is going to be crazy. However, on the other side, you are also responsible for ensuring your own safety, right? Take a look at this. We need to consider every conceivable alternative and scenario because if you have this card and anybody notices it, then you definitely want to be prepared. I'm simply going to warn you people to be careful because if you do that, they will plainly know that you are an XRP. With a welcome incentive of $200 XRP, you will receive $200 in XRP if you spend $3,000 within the first 90 days of your account. If you are already planning to set aside $3,000, this is not a bad offer. Okay, gentlemen, there is no annual fee, and this is not a terrible offer. Also, it has a lovely appearance. Who exactly is eligible to submit an application for this credit card? To apply, residents of all 15 states and Puerto Rico will be allowed to submit their applications. We regret to inform you that the Gemini card will not be accessible to those outside of the NACs. Oh, so that's what it is. These men are the only ones who can purchase it. Okay, I had the impression that this was more widespread than that. Oh, I see. I suppose it makes perfect sense. Isn't it true that it's not so terrible? To put it mildly, it is absolutely incredible. Please have a look at this, and those are my ideas. Jeremy is already producing income. He is already making money. Despite the fact that he has earned $4,000, it is clear that he has spent a significant amount of money to earn that back. I am pleased to introduce the XRP edition of the Gemini credit card. Support for RLESC has been added for spot trading in NAs. Trading is made easier, there are no additional fees for conversion, access to cryptocurrency is quick and easy, and the value is stable. This particular edition was built just for the XRP community. Wow, this genuinely brings a smile to my face. Because all of these exchanges, just like they did a few years ago, had a deep-seated hatred for the XRP community, the XRP army, the XRP token itself, the digital asset, and the coin respectively. The way it changed by 180 degrees is visible to you all. Advertisements for it could be found everywhere. The fact that this is also a form of subliminal training is just stunning. All right, the card is just stunning in appearance, simply appears to be so uncomplicated and one of a kind. And it's completely smooth and gorgeous, right? To reiterate, if you are going to spend the money regardless, you might as well put it to use in order to acquire some more input before you spend it. Simply put, they are my perceptions. Is it okay if I say that this is not even an advertisement? It's just that what they did here is incredibly fantastic, and this shows how cool it is. RIP will simply change the course of events because of Sir Drew. With Gemini, a credit line of $150 million, not a credit card. The following is not merely a bargain, rather, it is a template. So, let's break it down. Ripple has just established a credit agreement with Gemini worth $150 million. USC and Ripple stablecoin lending $75 million revolving credit line, and then loans denominated in USD plus Ripple's RLEOC, as the stablecoin are both made possible by the Gemini credit facility, which has a total credit capacity of up to $150 million. It would appear that the two are working together in a significant capacity. What's up? Ripple and Gemini are examples of fintech companies. Gemini obtains liquidity in preparation for its initial public offering, IPO, runway. The use of RLEOC in real-time loan markets is being pushed forward by Ripple. In the presence of regulators and TradFi, both demonstrate their credibility. Oh my goodness, I remember when all of these individuals were so adamantly opposed to Ripple and XRP, remember? In response to the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple, all of the exchanges removed XRP from their platforms. There was only one transaction that did not take place. My guess is that it was Uphold. Okay, in the 1970s, Eurodollars transitioned into the offshore USD system, which powered leverage all over the world. RLEFC and XRP are going to be the offshore digital assets that will fuel tokenized lending, broking, and settlement, according to Ripple's vision for the 2020s. To put it simply, XRP will serve as the brains behind the new financial system. It is the beginning of a new age in relation to the topic that we are discussing today. Ripple is beginning to grow. As we speak, Ripple is forming partnerships with all of the other companies. As a result of this, they predicted that all boats would rise. It is pointless to engage in conflict with one another. To put it simply, there is no point. If it is not the truth, then there is no purpose in the other fights that the communities are having against one another. But if it is the truth, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, for example, because we know what is going to happen to those coins, then so be it. Do you agree? Also, all of these individuals are enthusiastically moving in a full circle. A number of years ago, I was given the opportunity to launch this card, and now I get to see it. The XRP version features the most impressive design it has ever had. Consequently, the fact that they did that is pretty fantastic. To tell you the truth, I believe that in the not-too-distant future, there will be more cool stuff that are going to be released and available to the public. Delays caused by the SEC XRP exchange-traded funds, ETFs, are the next thing to be found online. Then, it is only a matter of time before XRP spot